Hi, welcome back. My name is Jessica and this is J. Gilly Tarot. You may book a personal reading with me at any time at jgilly.com. That's JGILLY.com. All right, so let's get into it. I had a crazy meditation today. I heard the word, just one word, and it was nepotism. So naturally, I went to look it up. And I got the practice among those with power of influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. The act of granting advantage, privilege, or position to relatives in an occupation or field. These fields can include business, politics, academia, entertainment, sports, religion, or healthcare. The term originated with the assignment of nephews, sons, or other relatives to important positions by Catholic popes and bishops. Nepotism has been criticized since ancient history by philosophers, including Aristotle and Confucius, condemning it as both evil and unwise. So, as synchronicity would have it, I ordered last week the Illuminati New World Order deck from eBay. I love a good conspiracy theory. And what fell out today when I was opening the package was mind control lasers and survivalists. All right. So mind control lasers, it says, by using the laser's action, you may add, remove, or reverse an alignment of any group in play. You may do this at any time except during a privileged attack. The change lasts only for the rest of the current player's turn. It says unique gadget and action. So that word privilege comes up again and again. So I feel like today's reading is a career reading for the collective. And the reason being that it feels like there's been a lot of indecision because of leadership and control. That wanting to take action towards the internal GPS, the inner old wide sage, the intuition, the intuitive compass, but being blocked in indecision by leadership and feeling restless. The outcome I got was the Chariot card, and number 7 immediately pops out at me. This is the number of spiritual enlightenment and the spiritual path. And I got the Knight of Voices upright. So perhaps leadership is blocking your voice. Perhaps the influence, the narrative of others, societal restrictions are putting you in a survivalist mode. But listen, the survivalists can avert any disaster. And that's with truth, knowledge, choice, and leadership. So I asked Spirit, what are some helpful affirmations? What are some helpful cards to counteract this feeling, this frustration of stagnation, indecision, and needing to take action? I got be true to yourself. Focus on your journey, not on trying to beat others. And know when to compromise. So some people refer to compromise as mutual benefit or partial benefit, which has a more positive connotation than the idea that compromising means giving in or surrendering your principles. Compromise is a long-standing conflict resolution tactic. That one is generally transparent and where all parties are open and honest about what they are willing to lose in exchange for what they are willing to gain. Compromising is not a bad thing as long as you can easily identify what is it you're willing to give and or take. If a deal is acceptable to you, then the compromise is mutually beneficial and as such is a sensible move. If a deal is not acceptable to you, then you are not willing to compromise and you should not do so. A common example of this is working in a job that is not 100% perfect in order to gain your experience needed to get your dream job. So I hope this helps the collective in career choices at the moment. Another download I got is tensor rings. Copper tensor rings are super grounding. They help block EMFs. They help block electronic geomagnetic interference. And finding self-sufficiency is super important right now in mustering the power to move forward, where you're not compromising your own beliefs, your own value system, but you're gaining very beneficial knowledge and skills that propel you forward towards your dream job. Sending you love and light.